What's going on, YouTube? This is Jim Afanis, and today I want to talk to you guys about Xbox One backward compatibility. It really made me think about this a few days ago, and I was having lunch with my buddy Brent. We were talking about just how lackluster backward compatibility has been as a whole. I contend, and I have contended from the beginning, it wasn't really a big deal. I know a lot of people were excited about it at E3, and I was even one of the people who really bought into the initial hype. I remember turning to my wife actually when E3, when they announced it at E3, and I was like, "Oh my God, they just won E3," because at the time it seemed like it was really a big deal. Take all your old Xbox 360 games, play them on your new Xbox One digitally, which is freaking cool as hell, and you can kind of get rid of your 360 at that point if you wanted to, because you have the one-stop shop. Now, crazy people like me don't throw any games away, and I have my own little library, so I still have my 360. Actually, both of them, because the first one broke. Fuck you, Microsoft. But I still have my 360, so if I want to play a 360 game, I fire up my 360 and I play it. But I'll be honest with you, I don't care about 360 games anymore. They don't mean anything to me. And they were fun when they came out, sure, but we're in the next generation now, or current generation, however you want to think about it. I don't need to play 360 games. I got all the new stuff. Why would I want to play Gears 2 when I can play the new Gears? Why would I want to play Halo 1 when I can play Halo 5, you know? Anyways, what really made me think about it was just how bad backwards compatibility has become. So on the official Xbox site, they put this out on December 17th, so a little bit late. Actually, there's a newer one, but the December 17th list, I'm scanning through it. This is the one that included Halo Reach. There are so many games on here. Doritos Crash Course, Iron Brigade, Miss Pac-Man, Peggle, Splosion Man, and Ticket to Ride. That's your backward compatibility list for December, which is just garbage. And if you look at some of the new backward compatibility things that have come out, let me open that list. These are some of the newer ones that just came out. This was posted on Major Nelson's blog just a few days ago. All of them except for one, Witcher 2 Assassin of Kings, is an arcade game. Aegis Wing, Age of Booty, Counter-Strike Go, Jeremy McGrath's Off-Road, Sam and Max Save the World, Skullgirls, Small Arms, Soul Calibur, and Space Giraffe. Who cares? These games are shit, okay? When backward compatibility was coming out, it was exciting because you got to think of all the cool games you got to play on 360, not this rubbish. And it's just junk. It's unfortunate because it was such a cool idea, but it never really took off. And one thing that I think we can all agree on is the initial first offering was horrendous. There's no reason, if Microsoft is going to champion backward compatibility, that their own first-party games should not be on that first salvo. All the Forzas, all the Halos, all the Gears, everything that made Microsoft should be on that list, and it wasn't. We were drip-fed Halo Reach. We were drip-fed some of these other games. Why? This makes no sense. If you want other companies and you want other people to see how amazing this is, why don't you generate hype for a game that's 5 or 6 years old because now it's suddenly playable and you may have an interesting new fan base or people may suddenly start to get into it. But if you're not willing to support your own games, and I did a video on this some time ago where Halo Reach was on that initial lineup and then stricken and replaced with something else, if you're not going to put faith in that and you're going to take time to invest in your own games, what do you think other developers are going to care about? They say there's really not a whole lot of work that goes into backward compatibility. It really has a lot to do with getting the, approval or licenses or whatever you want to call it. But I'll tell you what, just not good business. Lastly, one of the really big things that kind of blows my mind about the whole situation is they put a list out of a poll of popular games, of games you want to play, of games you're interested in, and they never go to that list. So Red Dead Retribution, those kind of games, Red Dead Redemption, not on the list. A lot of the old games that I mentioned, all these first-party games, all the old Call of Duties, not on the list. Now, you're not going to tell me that, oh, it's a licensing thing, because I don't want to, if it's that hard, if you couldn't have done it in the first place, then you shouldn't even talked about it. But you did, you got everybody riled up for it, and you dropped the ball. So shame on you, Microsoft. In my opinion, backward compatibility was a complete waste of everyone's time. It was completely lackluster and absolutely no fun. So, back to the drawing board for you guys. Sorry, but I'm not interested in it anymore. And based on what I'm reading on the internet, no one else is either. As always, I want to thank you all for watching. And until next time, I will see you guys on the other side.